What we see in this swing right away is there's no triangle. And by that I mean what we want to see is a very nice structure that is a triangle. Whoops, that's not a triangle, is it? That's what you call a circle. A triangle where you got the shoulders tilted at an angle and the arms tilted. So the hands are much forward of where he is now. Notice if you look, I'm going to clear it out of the way. Look at that lead arm. He brings it down and then bent. We want that arm to be straight, pushed down away from his chin. That's the pendulum arm. That's the rotation. The rotation of the swing takes place there. The pivot of the body takes place there. So we got to make sure he does that. Let's advance it slowly to the partway back takeaway point. And what we're seeing is advancing the club back all with his arms. There's no shoulder rotation at all. The right shoulder hasn't gone behind him a bit. He is moving his arms out pretty good. Now he's got to lift because he hasn't turned. He's going to collapse in here a little bit tight. And then he's going to fire forward and dive down. That's a pretty good athletic move right there. That's hard to do. In a pretty good place there. What I like you to look at is now he's beginning to straighten his right arm, his left arm, but look at his right arm. It's in a perfect position. He's got the right arm bent at 90 degrees and a very good power move. The trail elbow is almost in front of his hip where it should be, and we can see a really nice angle on the club shaft here. If we go to his arm and then up here, that's what we call club lag. If we can maintain that through the swing, that's awesome. Let's advance it a little bit from here. But now here's where it happens that we break down. Now he's going back into the position he kind of was at setup with the left elbow bent, the right hand under the club shaft pointing back up at him rather than past him. Remember I said the pivot has to take place around this lead shoulder, but you see the pivot's taking place well before that. So as we advance, he never really gets the chance to pivot, and his butt ends up going backwards instead of towards the target. He spins out more on his trail side right in here than he does on his forward side. Let's back that up again. We want him pivoting around the lead hip, and you can see the pivot takes place way back to that. So we're going to work on getting him thrusting his pelvis to the target. We'll have him called Elvis the Pelvis.